Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hello everyone, good morning. It's been quite a while. I did one of these reflection videos that I used to do. I haven't been online for a very long time. I've missed sharing a lot of valuable information, especially to my autism communities. And this particular reflection has been on my mind for quite some time. I shared it with my community the other day, and I have been, just feeling like it wasn't shared enough. Like I needed to get it out to a lot of people. So many times, we as parents with children with additional needs, we often face situations where we get either rejected, or things don't go the way we plan, and we often get discouraged. I'm talking from experience. There's a lot of time I get discouraged about trying doing something, just out of the fact that it had failed once or twice, it has not worked. Why do I need to go back to that same thing? I'm just trying to find something new. But this recent experience that happened, this recent happening that happened, made me realize something. So I'll just share a little bit of backstory as to what exactly happened. I think I think it was last year or so, or 2 years ago, some years ago, there was this like a summer school learning center kind of. I think it's a learning center, like after school center, yeah, that opened up just beside my house. We're literally neighbors with that center, and I was really excited. Out of curiosity, I went there. I met the owner, I met the staff, and and I shared my we communicated, and I shared my concerns about my son, how I would love for him to have an environment where he can get extra support outside of what I do with him and outside of the school, and something that the fact that it's very close to my house, it would be a very good opportunity. I think it was actually one of those it was the holidays between that the break between, I think, April, the 2 weeks break or something about around that time. So I wanted to sign them up. Yes, now I remember clearly. I wanted to sign them up there at that center for the break, just to keep him engaged, and also I can get a little bit of rest myself. Anyway, so after having the discussion with her and the team, and they were like, oh yes, they're open to accepting, they work with children with special needs. They have some children with autism. They have 2 kids on the spectrum. They were so full of promises, and like they knew what they were doing, like they understood every child on the spectrum. And I was and that was how I signed Khalil up for that week, for that program that week. So the first few days I didn't really get any complaint, but my daughter, thankfully, my daughter always tells me, how things are going over there. She'll come and she will tell me that, Khalil had difficulties sitting in one place at that time. He was always going around. He will go to the shelves and touch the books because he loves books. Anywhere he finds books, he just likes to, look at books, take books, stare at books. He's obsessed with books. That's one of his, so they started to complain, and I went there, I think 2 days after I went there, just to follow up to see how's it going, at least to hear from them directly without hearing just from my daughter. And I noticed the change in their behavior, the way they responded. It was more like a kind of inconvenience that my son was there. They said he was always touching the books and the shelves. He was always disorganizing the books and the shelves, and they don't like it when people bring out the books on the shelves. And they complained about his crying, that he's disturbing other students in the class. The complaints, I didn't even let it get so much. I already sensed from their body language that this is not an inclusive environment for my son. They do not understand him, and they're just making these complaints out on, which I understand. This is how they feel. And so that was how I pulled him out of and I allowed his sister to continue to go there because it was working for her. And that experience kind of, make me tune out completely from trying to put him in another center or trying to put him anywhere else. And that was why even when he was out of school last year, the experience from him going to school, the complaints from the school, I was totally, completely discouraged about trying anything else. And I was just focused on, okay, the things that trying somewhere where at least I know I have heard good, good feedbacks about the inclusive environment and all of that, and so that was how we ended up spending the entire school year at home. While I was supporting him, he was also attending, therapy. I had a lineup of activities for him during that period, but most of the time I was the one supporting him, giving him not just working with him on in terms of school and formal education. I was also teaching him mostly how to thrive independently at home, which yes, we did achieve a lot during that year he was in school, a whole lot. Now back to the main reason why I'm sharing this thing, because of that experience of rejection, discouragement, and all of that. Like I said, I didn't want to try anything else. And not until recently, I don't even know why I decided to give it another shot. This new learning center beside my house, if you've been following my posts, I've shared about it. I shared something about it also yesterday, about the improvement that my son was making. And this is a center that is also very close to my house. Yes, you can say that. Why do I have a lot of centers around I guess I'm just lucky. This one has actually been there for the longest time. I think since I moved to this neighborhood, I've always seen that it has always been there. But maybe because of my experience with the other center, and somehow this particular center always has a lot of kids. Always have a lot of kids, and I guess I was looking for something smaller. I was looking for something like that will something with not a lot of children, that will be able to fit into what I felt was okay for my son, because I know that they'll be able to give him more attention if it is a smaller group than a larger group. So I think a lot of things, coupled with the fact that I have not had a lot of good experiences with all of those school centers and everything, and I did feel a little bit of regret when, after putting him back now, and I noticed that they were really supporting him, and he was doing so well. They understood him. They're giving him that support just as I want, just exactly what I wanted. And at some point, I really did feel a bit of regret. I felt like, why didn't I think to try that place last year while he was at home? Why didn't I, put him there while I was supporting him? I believe he will have really achieved a lot, especially in the areas of Portuguese language, which is one of the major challenges that I have, because I work with him mostly with English, and living in a bilingual country where I need him to be exposed to Portuguese language. And this is really why I need him to have external, I need him to have relations or activities, or just conversations with people other than myself and the family outside of the home. I need him to be socializing and in a school environment or in a learning environment with people other than myself. Now, what I'm trying to say is, based on the experience that I just had and that I just shared, I think it's okay that we feel that discouragement. Sometimes we feel that's discouraged to try something, but it's not okay to give up completely on trying. I think this is my major learning point from this experience. It's not okay to just give up completely on trying. We have to realize that individuals are different, schools are different, everything we can't have the same experience everywhere. So whether you get, you get this experience, you get a bad experience the first time, you get another second bad experience the third time, it doesn't guarantee that you will get a fourth bad experience. It doesn't guarantee that you will, even if you get a fourth bad experience, it doesn't guarantee that you will, as long as you just keep trying, as long as we keep exploring, as long as we don't give up on trying different things. I know it can be really frustrating, because for me, I don't even know, like I said, I didn't even know why I decided to give it a try one more time, but I'm so happy that I gave it a try. Because if I had given up completely on trying, I wouldn't have found this place that I feel is very accommodating and accepting for my child, and is also a suitable environment to help my son try. In fact, at a point I was thinking about, do I need to still go back to a school, Khalil school, and on the other island, or I should just leave him here. I'm just thinking about a lot of things, but we'll still go back to school. Planning to go resume with him probably this weekend, and we'll start school next week. It's because he's been home because of my travel and all of that. But like I said, the main point is for us to not give up on trying. It's okay to take a break from trying sometimes, which is what I think we did. We took a break from everything, which was last school year, and I think it worked for the best. And another thing is that whatever is meant to be it won't pass you. Whatever Allah has destined to happen is going to happen exactly as it is. We are not the planners of everything. We only do our best, but we are following the plan that God has laid out for us. And if you are a spiritual person that makes decisions based on prayer, and seek for guidance from Allah, from God Almighty, I believe that wherever your child is meant to be is where your child will be, no matter what happens, no matter how long. Even if you're away, your child is out of school, even if your child is not in school right now, even if your child is struggling in school to catch up, even if your child is not in the class that is supposed to be right now. I know a lot of parents are in these situations. I know that I am not alone in this situation of having to pull my child out of school. I have a few parents in my community that they cannot even find an environment to put their child, and are struggling with this same challenge. And I believe many people are struggling. So I really want this message to reach a lot of people, so that you understand that it's okay to take a break. You can take a 1 year break, 2 years break, 3 years break. But don't stop trying to get your child the right support, no matter how difficult it is. And also remember, you also can support your child in any little way that you can, because it goes a long way. It's also a reminder for parents that have children within the early intervention age. Please don't miss out on this opportunity. Whatever you can do, I can help you with this. If you really want to help your child from home, I can help you to provide you with the guidance and support and accountability. If you would like to work with me, let me know. Send me a message or check the link in my bio to work with me. I have a few slots for my 3 months coaching, and I'm also available for one-on-one sessions, which I have all of those information on my profile. To have a lovely week ahead. I hope this resonates with someone. Let me know what you think, or share your thoughts about this reflection that I just shared with you. If you have had similar experiences, I'd love to hear from you. Take care. Bye-bye.